Welcome to Gunko Tarot. My name is Brian Griffin, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Tarot is a main focus of my channel, but I have a number of different interests. And despite the marketing experts who tell me I need to do a dozen channels, each with their own specific focus, I don't have time for that. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about Romanovsky and Phillips. You can see some of their creative output in front of you. Who are Romanovsky and Phillips? Singer-songwriters Ron Romanovsky and Paul Phillips played an integral part in the gay rights movement of the 1980s and 90s. They performed at hundreds of gay pride events and community and AIDS fundraisers, headlining at dozens of music clubs, theaters, and concert halls across the United States and Canada from 1982 until about 1999. Often, they were the first gay act to get mainstream press coverage in dozens of Midwestern cities and towns. This pioneering music and comedy duo released 6 albums of their original songs on their own Fresh Fruit Records label, performing 60 to 90 concerts a year at the height of their career, and appeared in concert in over 100 cities in 44 states, 5 Canadian provinces, did a tour down under, and were on the main stage at both the 1987 and the 1993 national marches on Washington for LGBT rights. However, they've frequently been left out or marginalized in mainstream narratives of gay history due to the fact that much of their career was made in the heartland of the United States and Canada, rather than New York, LA, or San Francisco. R&P's music and influence inspired thousands of ordinary, everyday folks throughout the countries to come out, get involved, and live proudly as LGBT people. They stopped touring as a couple in 1999, although in 2003 they shared the Out Music Awards Heritage Award with Alex Dobkin. Paul no longer sings professionally, while Ron continues to play in and around Santa Fe, both as a solo performer and as part of one or another small group with other local artists. Ron has released 7 additional albums under the Fresh Fruit label. I have some dreams, some R&P dreams. Regular followers of my social media know I'm an Uber fan. They're mentioned in a great number of posts in my blog, briangriffin.com. I run their Facebook page and the only official merchandise shop with t-shirts, mugs, and more. I updated their website, and I published 1 out of 10 therapists, the poetry of Romanovsky and Phillips lyrics, to celebrate the 30th anniversary. This year marks the 40th anniversary of their performance. And that's a start, but that's not enough. I have 2 ideas about how I'd really like to celebrate and honor the work of Romanovsky and Phillips and Ron's solo career. First is Wimp. Wimp tells a story of one man's journey from lonely, non-athletic loner to out and proud gay man in 18 songs. The total runtime for the songs, as recorded by R&P or Ron, is about 60 minutes. Now, this is not a work in progress. Rather, I have an outline on my blog that a more qualified person can use to make a proposal to Ron, who controls the rights, for a musical theatrical production using the music and lyrics of R&P or Ron's solo albums. It could also be a concert playlist for a choral group or glee club. Again, check with Ron for permissions and see if he's done any choral adaptations. I am their webmaster. I am personal friends with them, but I am not their agent. The second and perhaps bigger dream is what I have tentatively called Family of Lovers. Family of Lovers, celebrating the music of Romanovsky and Phillips, is a dream at this point to have the music and the legacy of Ron and Paul celebrated the way the recording industry likes to do things, have their works performed by a cavalcade of stars. A truly major tribute would be a live concert, later released as a concert DVD. In light of how many folks are resistant to taking this current pandemic seriously, such a big event is unlikely for years. A backup plan is a collection of multiple individual sessions, which is infinitely more doable. Having a CD of R&P covers by a mix of new and established singers, heavily LGBT queer representation, and activist performers would still be a dream come true. I have a lot more details of my fevered imagination of both Wimp and Family of Lovers at my blog, briangriffin.com. Look for R and P in the navigation panel. And if you don't know their music, you can search Romanovsky and Phillips or Ron Romanovsky. Here on YouTube, there are a number of their songs have been uploaded, sometimes as concert clips, although mostly as single cuts from an album. And some of the albums are available to purchase on the official website, romanovskyandphillips.com, although Ron is really trying to get out of distribution, and we're just happy to have you download it from a legal source. There you have it, one of my 4 passion projects, the heritage, musically and socially, of Romanovsky and Phillips. Please check it out.